ที่ปรึกษาด้านความมั่นคงของสหรัฐเคลลสงครามยูเครนเกี่ยวข้องกับจีนเกาหลีเหนือและอิหร่าน
General Kellogg, I wondered if you have some thoughts, observations, or a question. Can we get a mic to General Kellogg here in the front?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any thoughts on American security guarantees, on pressure on Putin, all those issues?
Well, first of all, I want to compliment President Stedman, and he didn't say one of the reasons why he's so closely aligned to President Trump. He's a damn good golfer and a graduate of Furman.
Good enough to know when to lose and when to win.
Well, I don't play golf, so I'm okay there. No, I think when it comes to security guarantees, I think it's been said very well. Security guarantees are not necessarily boots on the ground, troops on the ground. And let me be clear. The Ukrainians have fought valiantly. The way they fight, I'm not too sure they need a whole lot of ground troops on the ground. They've been fighting exceptionally well if you look at the loss ratios they've got there. When we talk security guarantees, you talk things, what we term sometimes in America, we talk as enablers, logistical support, air support, meaning the support of an AWACS or the ability to observe, the logistical support on the ground, the intelligence support. Those are enablers that we have in the United States that are critical to any type of engagement that you have there because they're really quite good. And I think that's when you talk security guarantees and they're working. And I know that the chiefs of defense have worked it. They've talked their way through it. I know the national security advisors have worked their way through it. I know Secretary Rubio, I believe is currently in Israel right now, has worked his way through it. So this is a discussion point on the security guarantees. But I think you've got to get to a pause, a ceasefire, war termination before you can get there to implement that. And I think that's the key thing going forward. But I credit that I've never seen the alliance this strong. When I'm talking about the European alliance with the United States of America. This is a very, very complicated issue. I don't think this issue, Europe has not seen an issue like this since World War II in working together. But I think the members of the alliance, and that's what I noticed after the Alaska summit, and President Stubb was there when they all came to the White House. Within 24 hours, there was a meeting convened in the White House. Within 24 hours. And they went inside the Oval Office, and then they went to the East Room, and they sat down there, and they worked their way through it. I'm not too sure you would have seen something like that 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 8 years ago, 10 years ago. So I think this is all what we call a work in progress. I don't think, that's when I said, you asked the question earlier, and by the way, I thought your interview with President Zelensky was exceptionally good. But I think that is all being worked. I would never speak for the president, and I know he's got his views on it, on where he wants to go, but I think everybody is trending in the right direction. This is a very hard issue. It's a very complicated issue. It is worldly in its dimension. If people think this is only a European problem or an issue, it's not. Not when you see North Korean troops fighting on the ground near Kursk. Now when you see the Chinese influence, now when you see what's happening when you talk about the Shahed drones, those actually started in Iran. So when you think of the issues there, and I know that President Trump, we have some domestic issues, but we also have the other global issues. I mean, it's so very candidly, when you say something, it's not as simple as sometimes the question. The answer is exceptionally complicated. What my confidence is, seeing the world leaders that are there, to include the president, that you see on the ground, be it Maloney or Macron, Starmer, Mertz, I've got a lot of confidence in the alliance of working together because the talent in that group is enormous. So my confidence, I'm an internal optimist anyway, but my confidence is exceptionally high that something is going to happen and something's going to happen good.